Everyone is laughing, but nobody is okay. Right now, all over TikTok, all over YouTube, people are posting memes about recession indicators. The lipstick index, the men's underwear index, the length of women's skirts. People are turning economic collapse into content, and the videos are getting millions of views. And here's what nobody is saying out loud about that. When an entire generation starts joking about financial collapse, that's not humor. That's a distress signal dressed up in a format the algorithm will accept. So today, we're going to talk about what these recession indicators actually mean, what the people in expensive suits on financial news channels are quietly leaving out, and why the gap between the official story and your lived reality keeps getting wider every single month. Let's start with what the numbers say. According to official data right now, the SOM rule, one of the most reliable recession predictors ever created, sits at just 0.10. The threshold for recession is 0.50. Technically, we are nowhere near a recession. Non-farm employment is at an all-time high. Markets are pricing only an 18% chance of recession by end of 2026. On paper, everything is fine. And yet, 57% of Americans say that prices are actively hurting their finances right now. Not bothering them, not inconveniencing them, hurting them. So who is lying, the data or your bank account? Here is what they're not telling you. Official recession indicators measure the economy as a system. They were never designed to measure how you feel inside that system. GDP can grow while your purchasing power shrinks. Employment numbers can look healthy while the jobs being created pay less than the jobs that disappeared. The stock market can hit record highs while you can't afford to fill your refrigerator the same way you did 3 years ago. These things are not contradictions, they are features. There is a concept economists quietly discuss called a statistical recovery. It's when the aggregate numbers improve, but the gains are so concentrated at the top that the majority of people feel nothing. Or worse, they feel poorer even as they're told things are getting better. This creates something deeply destabilizing in the human mind. You start to distrust your own perception of reality. You think, maybe I'm bad with money. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe everyone else is fine and I'm the problem. You're not the problem. Now let's talk about the yield curve, because this one is important and almost nobody explains it honestly. The yield curve has inverted before every single U.S. recession since 1955. Every one, without exception. An inverted yield curve means that short-term government borrowing costs more than long-term borrowing. In plain language, it means the market has lost confidence in the near future. It means the people with the most information, the people moving billions of dollars, are quietly pricing in pain. And historically, the actual recession follows 3 to 6 months after the curve uninverts, not when it inverts, after it corrects. We are in that window right now. But here's the part that should make you pause. The people who understand this best are not posting about it on social media. They are quietly repositioning their assets. They are moving into real goods, hard assets, and recession-resistant businesses. And while they do that, the rest of us are making memes. Not because we're stupid, but because humor is the only tool available when you feel powerless over something you can sense but cannot name. And this is the hidden psychology underneath all of it. When people cannot control a threat, they minimize it, they joke about it, they turn it into content. It's a survival mechanism, one that's been documented in psychology research across wars, natural disasters, and economic crises for over a century. The recession meme isn't a sign that people don't care, it's a sign that they care deeply and feel completely unequipped to respond. The laughter is the sound of people processing fear in the only format that won't get them canceled, dismissed, or told they're being dramatic. So what do you actually do with this? First, stop measuring your financial reality against official statistics. They were not built for you. They were built to measure a system. Your reference point should be your own numbers, your own costs, your own margin. Second, understand that what you're feeling is not personal failure. It is a structural condition that is being actively obscured by the language used to describe it. And third, pay less attention to what the indicators say and more attention to what the people who move money quietly do. Behavior is always more honest than statements. The economy is a story, and like every story, what matters most is not what's being said, it's what's being left out. In the next video, we're going to talk about something even fewer people discuss: why prices almost never go back down, even after the crisis ends, and exactly who benefits from that confusion.